What if I told you that one mistake, just one, could rewrite an entire legacy? That's exactly what's at stake when Alexander, the Great Volkanovski, steps into the octagon against the relentless and unpredictable Diego Lopes at UFC 314. Volkanovski, the battle-hardened warrior, has faced the toughest in the division. But is his ironclad reign about to crack? Or will Lopes become another challenger left in the dust? Alexander Volkanovski, the Aussie powerhouse, a former rugby player turned UFC legend. His durability, relentless pace, and high fight IQ have made him one of the greatest featherweights in history. But let's be real, we've seen him tested. The wars with Holloway, the near submission against Ortega, the knockout loss to Makhachev. Are we witnessing the beginning of his decline? Diego Lopes, the wild card, explosive, fearless, dangerous. He's not here to compete. He's here to shock the world. With crisp striking and an underrated ground game, Lopes is the type of fighter who can capitalize on a single opening. And here's the kicker. He knows Volkanovski is human. So, what happens when these two collide? Volkanovski's precision is unmatched, but Lopes thrives in chaos. Will Lopes' unorthodox entries and raw power break through Volkanovski's polished defense? Lopes has a slick ground game, but can he survive Volkanovski's relentless pace and suffocating top control? 5 rounds. Can Lopes keep up? Volkanovski has an engine that never stops. But at 35, is Father Time catching up? Here's the real twist. This isn't just about a title fight. This is about legacy. If Volkanovski dominates, his name is cemented as one of the greatest. But if Lopes pulls off the upset, we might be witnessing the birth of a new king. The pressure is on. Will Volkanovski prove he still rules the featherweight division? Or is Lopes about to shock the world? Who do you think wins, and how? Is Volkanovski still the best, or is a new era beginning? Drop your predictions in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more fight breakdowns and exclusive UFC content. What happens when an unshakable former champion faces a rising star who refuses to be denied? Will this be the night Moreno reclaims his throne, or is Irseg about to shock the world? As the cage doors lock, the energy is electric. Brandon Moreno, the seasoned warrior, a former champion who has seen it all, glory, heartbreak, redemption, stands across from Steve Erceg, a fearless underdog with nothing to lose and everything to prove. The stakes? More than just a victory. This is a fight for the future of the flyweight division. The bell rings, and immediately, Moreno takes the center. His footwork is crisp, his jab a surgical tool keeping Erceg at bay. But Erceg? He doesn't just come to survive, he comes to hunt. With every feint, every low kick, he inches closer to setting up something big. Boom! Erceg launches a perfectly timed overhand right that shakes Moreno. The crowd erupts. Is the king about to fall? But then, a twist. Instead of panicking, Moreno smiles. Blood trickling from his lip, he fires back with a lightning-fast counter combo that sends Erceg stumbling. The crowd is in a frenzy. This isn't just a fight. This is a war. Erceg knows he needs to change the pace. He shoots in for a takedown, wraps around Moreno's waist, and drags him to the canvas. This is dangerous territory for Moreno. Erceg is relentless, searching for a submission. Could this be the moment the underdog steals the show? But Moreno refuses to be broken. With incredible composure, he reverses position, escaping the danger and turning the tide. He postures up, elbows raining down. Is Erceg fading? Suddenly, controversy strikes. The referee steps in to warn Moreno for an alleged illegal strike. Was it a mistake? Did the ref just rob him of a finish? The arena erupts in debate, and the fight goes on. Both warriors are battered, but the fire in their eyes is undeniable. Final 2 minutes. Erceg, sensing urgency, throws a spinning back fist that connects. Clean. Moreno wobbles. Is this it? Erceg swarms, the finish in sight. But wait. Moreno somehow survives, digging deep, pulling out one last rally. A flying knee. Erceg is hurt. The final bell sounds. Both fighters raise their hands. But who won? Did the rising star dethrone the former champion? Or did Moreno prove why he's still one of the best flyweights on the planet? The verdict, controversy, debate, and the future of the flyweight division. The judges hand in their scorecards. And the result is... What do you think? Was this Moreno's toughest fight yet? Did Erceg do enough to steal the victory? Or was there an even bigger story behind the scenes? Drop your predictions for what's next. Will we see a rematch? Or is the next title challenger already waiting? Subscribe for more fight breakdowns, post-fight reactions, and exclusive UFC content. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? When Ilia Topuria, the undefeated wrecking machine, collides with Charles Oliveira, the most dangerous submission artist in UFC history? Will the young lion rise, or will the seasoned warrior remind the world why he was the champion? Buckle up, because this fight is about to get wild. This is not just any fight. It's a battle of power versus precision, youth versus experience, knockout fury versus submission mastery. Ilia Topuria, a ferocious, undefeated fighter with iron hands and an unbreakable will. His striking is explosive, his pressure is relentless, and his confidence unshakable. Charles Oliveira, a man who has been to the darkest depths of the fight game and risen as a legend. With the most submissions in UFC history, elite Muay Thai, and the heart of a warrior, Oliveira thrives in chaos. But here's the real question. Can Oliveira survive Topuria's power long enough to drag him into deep waters? Or will Topuria's aggression be his downfall against a man who can snatch a neck in a heartbeat? As the fight begins, Topuria will do what he does best: walk Oliveira down, cut off the cage, and throw bombs. His hooks are lethal, and one clean shot could put anyone's lights out. But here's the twist. Oliveira thrives in firefights. If Topuria gets reckless, Oliveira will happily trade and pull him into the clinch for knees, elbows, or even drag him to the mat. And once you're on the ground with deux broncs, good luck escaping. If Topuria doesn't get an early knockout, this fight gets very dangerous for him. Oliveira is like a predator waiting for his moment. If he survives the early storm, watch for him to start chipping away with calf kicks and long-range punches, forcing Topuria to overcommit. And here's where things get terrifying. If Oliveira gets even the slightest opening, he will jump on a submission like a viper. A single mistake from Topuria, a lazy takedown, a slip, an overextension, boom, it's over. Imagine this. Topuria lands a huge right hand. Oliveira stumbles, but instead of falling, he shoots for a lightning-fast takedown. The crowd roars as Oliveira drags him down, instantly locking in a triangle choke. Is this the end? Topuria struggles. The tension is unbearable. Then, with a roar, he lifts Oliveira and slams him to escape. The crowd explodes. But wait. Oliveira switches to an arm bar mid-air. Topuria is trapped. Will Topuria break free? Or is this the moment Oliveira reminds the world why he's still one of the greatest? This fight is unpredictable. Can Topuria's power be too much for Oliveira's chin? Or will deux Bronx's legendary ground game force the young contender to tap? Drop your predictions in the comments. Who takes the win, the young powerhouse or the battle-tested legend? Subscribe now for more fight breakdowns, post-fight reactions, and exclusive UFC content. What if I told you the UFC featherweight division just got turned upside down overnight? What if the reigning champion, undefeated, dominant, and on top of the world, suddenly walked away from the throne without a fight? That's exactly what just happened. Ilia Topuria, the man who dismantled Alexander Volkanovski and made history as the UFC's featherweight champion, has vacated his title. No warning, no last defense, just gone. But why? Some say Topuria is making the biggest power move of his career, eyeing lightweight gold to chase legacy over longevity. Others claim he's escaping an inevitable rematch with Volkanovski. But is there more to the story? Rumors are swirling. Was this a strategic exit to set up an even bigger money fight? Could UFC politics be at play? Or did Topuria see something in the division that made him walk away before the walls closed in? Now, the featherweight division is left in chaos. Volkanovski versus Lopes has been booked to crown a new king, but does it really settle the question? Who is the true best? And more importantly, what happens if Topuria returns? This isn't just about one belt. It's about the future of two divisions. Did Topuria just outplay the entire UFC, or did he make a move he'll regret? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this genius or a mistake? And if you want to stay ahead of the biggest UFC shocks, hit that subscribe button now.